Hello there everybody, it's Mark Watson here again. How are you all? Doing another video for you. Those of you that know me have realised it's become quite a regular thing, I'm sure. Someone's also asked me, before I go into this video, why is it you keep answering people's questions? You're not answerable to anyone, why do you keep doing that? I do not mind answering people's questions. I do not mind that at all. All that I ask is that you're respectful, you don't take the mickey, and that your questions have got some sort of factual basis. And as long as you're polite, I will answer you. So, what am I going to say to you today? Well, it is known amongst my friends that I am a mobile DJ. And every good DJ needs headphones, and we've all got our preferences in that. But for me, partially because of my Asperger's, I think, or it might even be because of my cerebral palsy, when I was being trained, we were supplied with the traditional double cup headphones, the ones that went round your ears, and for me, I could not get on with those at all. They just did not suit me at all. And no matter how hard I tried, I always felt uncomfortable. I mean, they would physically make me feel sore. And when I went down the DJ route, I decided to start up my own business. I thought there's got to be something out there, something alternative. And I was looking on eBay of all places, and that's where I came across stick headphones. And I've showed you one of them before. This is another one of my ones here. And for me, these are a perfectly viable alternative. Now, I did another video reviewing these from a man who makes them in America. And one of my friends said, "I'm sorry mate, you've not sold me on that. I prefer her to use my techniques." I'm not trying to set out anything. All I'm saying is make people aware of an alternative. And my man he can make a stick out of any brand there is. He can do them Sony, Technics, Sennheiser, that's what these ones are. He can make any one you want. And for me, these offer a perfectly comfortable alternative. I showed you before, this is my one, and when he makes them, you can have them either with the traditional plug, the jack plug in the bottom, or like me, you have a detachable cable that just goes in like that and then patches into your mixer. And people have been saying to me, why is that more suitable for you? I can't really answer, it just is. It's a comfort thing. I mean, if you look at the shape and the way that I've got this, it's falling perfectly in line with my body. I've got the earpiece where I want it. There's a little bit of pressure going through my shoulder, but it's going politely with the contours of my body. And to be honest with you, physically, I don't even realise it's there. I mean, I use these because it's what works for me. And these things aren't going to work for everybody. We've all got individual preferences. But that is why I use Lollipops, which is what they're called. Because they are more comfortable for me. I mean, I would not be without these. I mean, don't get me wrong, I will make one point. These are on the expensive side, if you get them made properly. But it's money well invested. And these people won't try and rip you off. And they can do a whole range of configurations. They can do all sorts of different shaped sticks, different colours for sticks. They give you different coloured leads. The I mean, these things are a good alternative. I mean, they're not going to be suitable for all of you. You need to do what works for you, and for me, this is what works. And for me, going down this route is partially comfort. Another reason why I use them is because where I live in England, although they're gaining popularity, they're not widely used here. Certainly not on the mobile scene. They're a bit more common on the club scene. I've seen them used in the club scene quite a bit. But for me, the reason why I use Lollipops is for comfort. And I'm not ashamed to admit that. I would not be without these. I've got two of these, two Sennheisers, this blue one and a yellow one. And I've got the red Sony as well that I showed you before. For me, it's a comfort issue. That's the reason why I use Lollipops. And they would certainly be worth looking at. I mean, there aren't that many commercially available on the market already made. But I know that Newmark do one. But all the other ones need to be custom done. But it's money well invested. It is money well invested. I mean, you need to use with all these things, you need to use what's right for you. And that is why I use Lollipops. Because they work for me and are more comfortable. I mean, if I couldn't see myself on the webcam, I'd forget that I had this on my ear. And several people have seen me with these on in photos, and the first thing they've said, so what the blooming heck is that thing that you've got on your ear? It makes me laugh, really. For me, using a Lollipop is comfort and practical. Comfortable and practical. It's as with all things in life. What works for one person might not work for another. It's individual preferences. Anyone's got any questions, feel free to ask. And in the meantime, look after yourselves.